Hi, today we're going to talk about how you can add tasks to a project by importing them from Microsoft Excel. You can see I have a test project here and I don't have any tasks in it. It's all blank. And I don't want to spend time manually entering these one by one when I already have them entered in another system or on a spreadsheet elsewhere. So instead of just typing it out manually and taking forever, I'm going to take my spreadsheet and import it right here into Project Insight. So I'm going to click on plus task. So adding tasks, which you can do a number of different ways, but we're going to choose import tasks today. You can choose to import them from Excel or you can import them from a project file. Let's go ahead and choose import from Excel. When you want to import from Excel, you'll come to this screen, task import from Microsoft Excel. You'll want to download the Excel template, which I've done already. And then you're going to take that template and fill it in with the data that you want to bring into Project Insight. So you can see there are a number of heading columns. These are already part of the template when you open it. And you'll want to make note that anything that's gray is something that you'll want to have configured or created in Project Insight before you start this import. So if you're planning on telling Project Insight that these are a certain task type, you need to have that matching task type set up in Project Insight before you import that from here. So anything about company names, different kinds of statuses, you'll want to have those match what you have in Project Insight so that they can choose the right data point. That includes resources too. So if you put a resource here in the spreadsheet, you'll want to make sure that that resource is also in Project Insight. So what I did just kind of to show this simplistically is to add some data points for tasks that I would like to have in my project. And the first thing I did was to give each of them a task ID, and I'm also giving them a parent ID. The parent ID lets you make a task that you want defined as a summary task in the system. So I'm making task number 1, this first summary task, is the parent to first task and successor task. I do that by giving that parent ID to task number 1. So task number 1 is the parent of task number 2 and 3. And if I wanted, say, task number 4 to be the parent of task number 5, I would do the same here. So this would be the second summary and then the task that is a child of the second summary. That lets you set up your WBS however you'd like to right here in the spreadsheet before you import it so that everything's got the right parent-child relationships. I can also add descriptions if I want. I can fill out as many of these columns as I need to or as few. So if you don't need to put in percent complete or different statuses or priorities, you don't have to fill out those columns. You can leave them blank. I also added duration and work hours. So you can see 5 days, 20 hours, 10 days, 80 hours, and 1 day, 8 hours. I've added resources as well. So these tasks belong to Henry, John, and Josh. And I added a predecessor task. So before John can get started, task number 2 has to be complete. And before Josh can get started, task number 3 has to be completed. You can also use things like milestones, yes or no, add any time or expense codes. Maybe you're tracking appointments or you'd like to make these tasks part of a program or portfolio. After that, I'm just going to hit save. And then I'll choose that same file and click upload so that it can come into Project Insight. And when that's completed, I'll be taken back to my list of projects and all of those tasks set up with their predecessors and successors, and the right resource assignments will be all in place.